What's up, LV viewers, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. For those who don't know, this version of Doki Doki Literature Club I'm playing is a re-release. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, and it's basically been repackaged with new content and just new stuff overall that I'm interested to see. However, I did play the original Doki Doki Literature Club on my channel back in, I think it was 2018. And if you can't find those videos, that's very intentional, don't worry. So I figured I would, replay the game, revisit it. I haven't really even thought of this game in a long time, nor even seen anything on it, so a lot of it's gonna be somewhat fresh. I know everything that happens in this game, but I wanted to make this playthrough for two camps of people: those who have seen this game and know everything it has to offer, and also for those who don't know this game and are in for a real treat. Basically, play it with the style of which I play games today. And I say, let's just jump in. Let's click a new game. Please enter your name. I'm gonna just do RyGuy, cause that's my name. Hey! Before doing this, I was internally debating whether or not I should try to voice act for the characters, and I immediately was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw nearer, the streets become increasingly specked with other students making their daily commute, but we will never see any of them because there are no sprite assets for them in the game files. By the way, RyGuy, have you decided on a club to join yet? I'm gonna be honest, Sayori, I haven't really thought of any club to join. There's not one club I can imagine you're gonna suggest to me. There's no way. I'm clueless. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average and spending my free time on games and anime. Oh my god. I'm a loser. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. I'm getting nothing from the wall. It's not telling me anything. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. You don't need to wait for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragements, so I thought, know what? Well, that you can come to my club. I wonder what club that is. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Don't go there, you'll be a weeb. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I'm just kind of mean, man. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I've sold my soul for much worse. It can't be that bad. Getting a cupcake, that's one of the better things I've sold my soul for. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. What does she say? Has she mentioned my content? Have you subscribed? Do you follow my Twitter? Did you join my Discord server? No, probably not. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, RyGuy, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Thanks for having me. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. 2 exclamation marks. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki, so she's the shy one. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. I mean, if you want to be honest, they're kind of all stereotypes. You have Sayori, the bubbly, happy-go-lucky one, Natsuki, the tsundere trope character. If you don't know what that is, well, good for you, you're not a weeb. And Yuri, the timid, shy, but very mature one. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? Yeah, Monika, she was on the title screen, and she was even on the thumbnail of this video. I'm quite familiar with Monika. Monika is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. Yep, that's probably accurate. Natsuki proudly marches to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That sounds adorable, but sadly we never get to see one. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I mean, you literally made the cupcake. Who else am I supposed to think made them for you or anything? I mean, you kinda did. Sayori told us earlier. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Exactly, the words right out of my mouth. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Well, it's kind of hard when there's no new image assets in the game for other people, so I can't really blame her. So, RyGuy, what kind of things do you like to read? Manga. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. That's true. I can definitely appreciate those novels. They have a lot of thought and care put into them. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Well, I mean, you made the cute cupcakes. You have the little, ribbons in your hair. The pink hair, mind you. You're kinda short. I mean, the whole point of you is to look cute, right? Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? I never said I would join this club. No, dude, what are you doing? So we have Sayori and Monika who are sad at me, Yuri who's a bit interested in what I have to say, and Natsuki looks like she wants to take me to a back alleyway and beat me up. I can't really blame her. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay, I'm so happy. See, Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. See, Sayori's happiness is something we need to protect. It's something that we value, and something we need to guard. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. RyGuy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehehe. Yeah. Can I really impress the class during Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I mean, I write stuff pretty regularly for my channel. I write descriptions for every video. And you know, I write video scripts for reviews, so this shouldn't be too hard. We can do this. With that, the two of us depart to the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Due to decisions that were not made by me, we will be appealing to Yuri. If you are not okay with that, blame Twitter. They voted for her. Frightening. Nice. Determination. Undertale. Let's throw that in here. Tragedy. Huh. Misery. Oh. Wait. What? You good there, Sayori? I don't know, disarray? Unrequited? It's a complicated word. God damn it! Ambient? Yeah, so what did we learn? We learned that Sayori needs help. Don't worry guys, RyGuy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Sayori, are you okay? Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. Aw, that sounds like fun. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, we know what that means. Crap. That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. How do you just happen to buy two of the same book? Moreover, if you accidentally do, how do you not return one? I'm onto you, Yuri. It's mighty sus. Oh my god, I can't believe I brought an Among Us joke in the Doki Doki Literature Club. Please don't arrest me. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. That sounds like a heavy book. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her friendships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kinda dark, isn't it? Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these kind of things. That's like one of her defining character traits, that she's into dark novels. Dude, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just moments ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Yeah, we caught her. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I've realized that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Aw, cute. Aw, new artwork, I forgot. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Aw, that smile, it's so sweet and cute. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kinda reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. You don't just say that to someone! Like she's afraid she'll do something right. You don't just say that! That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I mean, I would be, if you compare me to a character based solely on their flaws. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we ate too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fun. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yes, I did. I kinda just slapped some words onto a page. It was definitely written for one particular person. Kinda spilled over into another. Who should I show my poem to first? Should we just go down the list? Cause I don't wanna like make it too obvious that I'm like spending too much time with Yuri. I think it'd be better if I either just go down the list and that'd be better. But that means poor Monica's at the last. Oh. Actually, wait. That reminds me. Monica's not even in the poem minigame. That's kinda interesting. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. That's fair, actually. Yeah, so that's good reason to share with Sayori. This is a good poem, RyGuy. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I mean, yeah, it's not good. If you just slap 20 words on a page, what are you doing? Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hehehe. We'll see about that. Alright, let's read this. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. You came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Aw, that's adorable. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, so that wasn't too bad, showing our poem. Not gonna lie, I'm dreading this next option, but hey, I've overcome my fears before, so can't be that bad. She's gonna hate it. I don't think a single word I put appealed to Natsuki. RyGuy, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. Wow, that's kind of a jerk. Granted, I deserve it, but damn. I tell you to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Kind of bleak if you think about it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Who should I share my poem to next? I guess Yuri. It's about time we share Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Yeah, we wrote it specifically for you. I hope you like it. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? That's me in real life? I am socially awkward. Let's go! So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. That is true, I haven't really done much poetry outside of, you know, the mandatory school assignments and whatever. It's not really something I've dived into a lot, but I have a lot of respect for poetry and how you can convey a lot through so little. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their own style very deliberate. Oh shoot, she knows. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter and form fit the two together. Yeah, she definitely knows. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. I'm stammering right now. God darn it. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? I have to ask? I mean, You were there. You heard what she said. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last, yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. That is not terrible. That's pretty neat that you can have that good penmanship. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read it. Well, first of all, Yuri, I'm reading it aloud for you guys. So, you gotta keep that in mind. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? I don't think you understood the meaning of the poem, RyGuy. Actually, it isn't about ghosts at all, RyGuy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, you most definitely did. Even I could tell a little bit what that was about, and I didn't even like break it down or anything. Just on the first read, I was able to kind of get what she was getting at. You know, I was really nervous about doing this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep my best for you, RyGuy. Me too. Who should I share my poem to next? There's only one option, so I don't know what it wants from me. Regardless, we're sharing with Monica. Wanna share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Hahaha. Don't worry, RyGuy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we're all learning to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, RyGuy. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go with something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Wow. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No. I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Yeah, if you want feedback, I'd suggest Yuri. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That's pretty good advice, actually. I use that whenever I write. I definitely, go back, fix stuff. Whenever, for example, my review videos, I try to get, the framework out and, at a later point, maybe, add more jokes or something or dive deeper into a specific point, focus on it, and yeah, that's definitely a really good tip. Thanks, Monica. It's as if everyone is judging me from my mediocre writing abilities. I mean, the general consensus is that the poem was pretty good, I think. No one really hated it outside of Natsuki, but she's Natsuki, so does that even count? Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. I could already sense the tension brewing, oh dear god. And RyGuy liked my poem too, you know. Oh, yep, I'm the center of this catalyst. Maybe you're just jealous that RyGuy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours, huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh, yeah, we're getting into some roasting categories. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as RyGuy started showing up. We're crossing some lines. I don't like fighting guys. Guys! Please! Stop! But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be— oh god, I get appeal to Sayori! I'm almost tempted to click the last option, but yeah, I gotta give in to Twitter. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yeah, you crossed the line. You apologize, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles off the poem with her hand. Aw, no, don't throw it in the trash. It was a good poem. It was nice. I guess it was the centerpiece of some drama. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. You sure about that, Sayori? Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. You're the guy who is internally monologuing right now, dude. Okay, so I feel that's definitely a better stopping point for today. So we learned a lot about the Literature Club. We got to meet all the girls, find out more of their interests and what they're passionate about, and we will continue with writing our next poem in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Also, Monica still isn't here.